Now let's take a look at the second period. The Lakers led 1-0 going into this period, but an early goal scored by Cho tied the game at 1 apiece. There was then later a pair of late goals scored by the Lakers that put them up by 2. The third goal of the game was a highlight goal that came from Maria Domenico, and she scored on a great individual effort. Let's take a look at the play. Flipped it up in the air, batted it down, and went around the defenseman before eventually sliding it 5-hole between the legs of the Warrior goaltender, giving the Lakers a 3-1 lead. This was her second goal of the game. And now to take a closer look at Maria Domenico's career. She was born and raised in North Bay and grew up playing minor hockey here. She eventually went to play for Durham West in the PWHL for 2 years. She then came back home and signed for the Lakers. During her 5-year career at Nipissing University, she has numerous records. These include most points of all times, at a total of 90 points, most career goals at 44 goals, and most career assists at 46 assists. This year, she went on to play at the FISU Winter Games and played on the gold medal team. In 7 games, she scored 6 goals and had 11 points, leading the team in both of these categories. Let's take a look at the scoring summary throughout the second period. 7 minutes and 37 seconds into the first period, Cho scored, assisted from Olivier and McCarthy. This tied the piece up at 1. There was a late goal scored by Chomiak at 18:03, which was unassisted, and this led the Lakers to a 2-1 lead. Further on in the period, Maria Domenico scored her second of the game at 19:32, unassisted, on that beautiful goal that we saw earlier. There were no penalties in this period, as well as no penalties in the game so far. After 2 periods of play, the shots on goal for Nipissing are 12 in the second period for a total of 31, and Warriors in the second period had 5 for a total of 13. Sandquist has had a slower start and seeing fewer shots in this game, but she's standing tall and putting up her ground, which is helping the Nipissing keep the 3-1 lead. Now let's take a closer look at Chantal Sandquist. She was raised in Red Deer, Alberta, and is now attending Nipissing Universities in the Child and Family Studies. She is currently a junior here at the university. Throughout this season, she has played 21 games for a total of 1,300 minutes. Throughout these 21 games, she has led in 41 goals for a goals against average per game of 1.95. She has made close to 500 saves for a save percentage of 0.924. Her 21 games played have led to 16 wins and 4 losses. Although the shots have been slow on her tonight, she needs to keep up with the great work between the pipes to carry the team to victory. A key factor that is definitely helping the Nipissing Lakers is that they are staying out of the penalty box. We have seen from past experience throughout their games that this had led them to a disadvantage and eventually losing multiple games due to all the period minutes. If I was Darren Turcotte right now in the dressing room, I'd be making sure the girls are calming down, taking a breath after all the excitement from the amazing goal scored by Maria Domenico. I'd also be telling them to keep playing their game, keep playing aggressive, and not to sit back. We know also that the Waterloo Warriors can be very fierce and will come out with a bang. They want to win. They want to make it to that final game. So we want to make sure that we put the same amount of pressure on as we are putting on now onto those girls. If the Lakers sit back, this could possibly lead them to a loss. On the other side of this, we will return with all your third period action on OUA TV.